This is a monologue written in about 1911. It's called The Green Eye of the Little Yellow God. It is a story told by a retired soldier many years ago. He was serving in the Far East in Kathmandu, a city in Nepal. And he tells his story as follows. There's a one-eyed yellow idol to the north of Kathmandu. There's a little marble cross below the town. And a broken-hearted woman tends the grave of mad Karoo, while the yellow god forever gazes down. He was known as Mad Karoo by us troops at Kathmandu. He was bolder than we felt inclined to tell. But for all his foolish pranks, he was worshipped in the ranks, and the colonel's daughter smiled on him as well. He had loved her all along with the passion of the strong, and that she returned his love was plain to all. She was nearly 21, and arrangements were begun to celebrate her birthday with a ball. He wrote to ask what present she would like from Mad Karoo. They met next day as he dismissed the squad. And jokingly, she made pretence that nothing else would do but the green eye of the little yellow god. On the night before the dance, Mad Karoo seemed in a trance, and they teased him as they puffed at their cigars. But for once he failed to smile, and he sat alone a while, then went out into the night beneath the stars. He returned before the dawn with his shirt and tunic torn and a gash across his temples dripping red. He was patched up right away, and he slept right through the day while the colonel's daughter watched beside his bed. He woke at last and asked her if she'd send his tunic through. She brought it, and he thanked her with a nod. He bade her search the pocket, saying, "That's from Mad Karoo," and she found the little green eye of the god. She upbraided poor Karoo in the way that women do, though her eyes were strangely hot and wet. But she would not take the stone, and Karoo was left alone with the jewel that he chanced his life to get. On that still and tropic night, when the ball was at its height, she thought of him and hurried to his room. As she crossed the barrack square, she could hear the dreamy air of a waltz tune softly stealing through the gloom. His door was open wide, with silver moonlight shining through. The place was wet and slippery where she trod. An ugly knife lay buried in the heart of Mad Carew. 'Twas the vengeance of the little yellow god. There's a one-eyed yellow idol to the north of Kathmandu. There's a little marble cross below the town. And a broken-hearted woman tends the grave of Mad Carew, while the yellow god forever gazes down.